Hi, this is Lara from Forex Info USA with your free daily US dollar index Elliott Wave analysis on the 23rd of February. If you would like Elliott Wave analysis of the euro dollar and or the pound dollar, go to www.forexinfo.us, click on the big fat green subscribe button and find a package that's right for you. Starting out this analysis with a reminder of the bigger picture, these aqua colours are cycle degree, and in this case on the index they've taken about 7 or 8 years to complete. We had 3 waves up for A, followed by a 1, 2, 3 waves down for B, whose end and lower point is lower than the start of A. If it's a 3, 3, it's called an expanded flat correction, and that means that wave C is going to be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves up that should end comfortably above the end point of wave A, in this case about 122. So that means we're going to have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves up for C that'll be comfortably above 122 and will take a few months, probably the rest of this year, to complete. Shorter term, we had primary 1 and 2 complete, and we're just in the early phases of a primary third wave up. A target for this third wave, it will equal 1.618 the length of this first wave when it's about 104.58. That's going to be about 3 or 4 months or more away. Going now to a daily chart just for the last 3 months, where this maroon 2 is analogous with this maroon 2. We're looking at recent dollar rises with a 1, 2, and we're working on a third wave up. Now there is an outlying possibility that the third wave has already ended here. It's unlikely, it's a slim possibility, but recent wave behaviour doesn't look quite right for right in the middle of a third wave. These bright blue lines are a base channel drawn from creating a trend line from the bottom of wave 1 to the bottom of wave 2, creating a parallel line and placing it on the extreme upper end of 1. Wave 3 should move up through this trend channel, and when it's finished it'll come back down for a fourth wave, and when that happens this upper bright blue line should provide support and resistance for that upcoming downwards movement. A target for the next couple of weeks upwards for wave 3 pink is 81.61. A further away target in time for the end of this third wave blue, 83.5. And this wave count at the daily level is invalidated by any movement below this point here, 78.44. Taking you now to the hourly chart, where this green 2 is analogous with this green 2. Here's our recent upwards movement with good, clean, impulsive upwards movement up, 1, 2, and the beginning of a third wave, 1, 2, and we should have a strong upwards movement to come. Now I expected at the end of last week that Monday's trading should illuminate whether or not this was our high further back here was an end to wave 3 blue, and we are possibly in a major correction that could take a couple of weeks and take the dollar down to a little bit further, but not below 78.44. However, movement has been really well contained within a very small range, and volume is low and it's not very volatile, so we don't really have an illumination either way. So I'm sticking with this main wave count, seeing that which sees us in an expanding third wave up. Our invalidation point is 80.25. We should not see any movement below this if this interpretation is to hold. I'm taking you now to a live chart. Well, I've got a couple of indicators to tell us, do we have the end to that C wave within 2? 2 breaks down to an ABC structure. And here's our ABC within this second wave. If we have the end to a C wave, this also works with the end of fifth waves. You can use MACD to show divergence. The MACD, in this instance, we're using it as an indicator of momentum. I know how to use it normally, and I'm not using it in the usual way. This is a different technique using MACD. So if we draw a trend line from the bottom of B to the bottom of C, and corresponding lines on MACD from the bottom here to the recent low, we can see that on price we have a new low, but on MACD we don't have a new low, we have divergence. So that's an indicator that this could very well be labelled C. You can also use moving averages to tell you if we're going to have some sudden price movement. Convergence precedes a sudden price movement. Here we had convergence in the moving averages for 13, 21 and 24 days Fibonacci numbers. Thereafter we have some strong price movement. Again, convergence here, followed by strong price movement. Again, convergence here, strong price movement, and we've got some considerable convergence here. I expect in the next 24 hours we should have again some strong price movement. If it's strongly up, the wave count I present here today remains intact and we're likely still in a third wave and we should have new highs. If it moves down very strongly, my wave count is not the correct one and we may have an end to that wave 3 blue and we may be in some strong downwards movement for a wave 4 correction, but it should not move below 78.44. So there's a couple of different techniques for you. So I'm hoping that the next 24 hours, it looks fairly likely the next 24 hours will illuminate either way. Are we at the end of that third wave blue and we're in a choppy corrective movement for the next couple of weeks, or are we seeing significant strong upwards movement for the dollar continuing? Either way, the long-term targets are still up. Thank you very much for watching. I hope this is useful in your trading. I hope you have an awesome day, and as always, may all your trades be profitable.